A major factor in the success of an organization is its culture. As mentioned in an article titled, What Leaders Need to Know About Organizational Culture, scholar D.D. Warwick states that for many years, anthropologists have been focusing on understanding different types of people and their groups around the world. However, it hasn't been until recently that organizational researchers have begun to discover the close links between culture, the performance of an organization, and the behavior and attitudes of people in organizations. Today, we will be taking a look at 4 different organizations and the impact they have on their employees and their overall success. First, I want to identify the definition of organizational culture, which is comprised of shared beliefs, core values, and the spoken and unspoken expectations of its members. In another article titled, Use Culture to Pave the Way for Change, the authors state, when a company taps into the energy and emotional commitment within their culture, change initiatives are far more sustainable. And this is the case in the 4 companies that I will be discussing today. The first company that I'm going to talk about today is Google, and probably the most famous company around the world. Google was founded in 1998 by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. Its headquarters today is in Mountain View, California, and it employs about 98,000 people around the world. In an article titled Google, A Reflection of Culture, Leader and Management, scholar Sang Kim gives us an insight of Google's culture. He starts off by saying that Google is constantly experimenting and innovating to find the best way to satisfy employees and help them work efficiently. Everything Google does is based on data. They even use data to evaluate staff and to help them improve their work efficiency. Google wants to hire talented people who cannot be recruited by just any company. To attract these individuals, Google focuses on building a great working culture. Working at Google, employees enjoy free food served throughout the day, a volleyball court, a swimming pool, a car wash, an oil change, a haircut, free healthcare, and many other great benefits. At Google, the founders thought that they could create a company that people would want to work at when creating a home-like environment. It seems like they already have that right. At Google, paying attention to how employees work and helping them correct mistakes is critical. Instead of pointing out the damage and blaming a person who caused a mistake, the company is more interested in what the cause of the problem was and how to fix it as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Good ideas are always encouraged at Google. This approach helps Google improve its technology and deliver great products to consumers continuously. Google is 40% more productive than their competition because it attracts and hires top-tier employees and high performers. The leaders of Google are concerned more about the demands and abilities of each individual, and that is exactly why they continue to bring greatness to the workforce. To further improve culture and profit margins, I personally would suggest for Google to give students that aren't part of Ivy League schools a chance to intern and prove their abilities within the company. This will make the ratio of Ivy Leaguers a little bit lower, and they would give more opportunity to other students around the world and the nation. The second company that I'm going to be talking about today is Starbucks, which was founded in 1971 and remains headquartered in Seattle, Washington. The coffee company employs about 238,000 people with 28,000 locations worldwide. In an article titled The Baritza Principle, Starbucks and the Rise of Irrational Capital, authors Ranjay Galati, Sarah Huffman, and Gary Nielsen talk about the company's culture. A key factor contributing to Starbucks' cultural success has been its acknowledgement of the importance of its relationships with its employees. Current CEO Howard Schultz, in a memoir, wrote, "We can be extremely profitable and competitive with a high-regarded brand and also be respected for treating our people well." He also states that in the end, it's not only possible to do both, but you can't really do one without the other. Starbucks employees are seen as communicators of their brand. Money that could be spent on advertising is continuously invested in employees, their benefits, and their training. In fact, Starbucks became one of the first companies to extend full-time health benefits to part-time employees. In 1991, Starbucks became the first privately owned U.S. company to offer a stock option program to employees, as well as free college education. As a result, the company has realized substantial returns from its employee relationship program. Feedback from employees at the store level is also critical in new product development. The Frappuccino, the blended beverage, was created by the efforts of Starbucks employees in Southern California. Today, Frappuccinos are drank all over the world. After Starbucks initiated the benefits changes program, the employee turnover rate dropped as much as 175% a year to less than 65% a year. Since Starbucks already has the company culture down, I personally would suggest for them to start opening Starbucks stores in third world countries where less fortunate individuals outside of the US can also take advantage of great benefits, especially higher. The third company that I will be talking about today is Southwest Airlines. Southwest was founded in 1967 and today is still headquartered in its home state, Dallas, Texas. It employs about 58,000 people. Southwest is very proud of its culture, which is why you can find a lot of information in their website under the culture tab. However, author Micah Salomon wrote an article for the Washington Post titled "What You Can Learn from Southwest Airlines" that explains a lot about the company's culture. Southwest is known for communicating its goal and its vision to employees in a way that makes them a part of a unified team. Southwest has happy and friendly employees who try to help point to loyal customers. The airline gives employees permission to go that extra mile to make customers happy, empowering them to do what they need to do to meet this vision. Employees who are convinced of a larger common goal and company vision are people who are excited to be part of a larger team. And this is the type of people that Southwest employs. Careers at Southwest Airlines come with several perks, from Southwest's legendary culture to travel privileges for employees and their dependents. Southwest offers excellent benefit packages, including a very generous dollar-for-dollar match in their 401k plan. In certain compensations, there's profit sharing as well. Over the last 51 years, by keeping their culture alive, Southwest has been able to grow its airline to travel to 99 destinations across 40 U.S. states. They've come a long way, and since its foundation is in Texas, my advice for them would be, in order to continue growing, it is time to take advantage of this great company culture and its good reputation to expand across the globe and bring great air service to more people. The fourth and final company that I will be talking about today is Netflix, which was founded in 1997 and today employs about 5,400 people. In an article written by Vivian Gang titled "The Woman Who Created Netflix's Enviable Company Culture," we get an insight of what it is like to work at Netflix. She starts off by saying that Netflix culture slogan is freedom and responsibility. The company demands self-sufficient employees who feel a responsibility to the company. As a result, there is no vacation policy, a non-existent travel policy, and no annual employee reviews. Former Chief Talent Officer Patty McCord says that this culture is meant to only attract fully formed adults. At Netflix, you get a seat at the table by earning it. You get recognition by doing something worth recognizing. It's very simple. Netflix gives in to their employees by being flexible and allowing them to do what makes them more productive at work. At Netflix, each employee is greatly compensated. Their goal is to keep each employee at the top of the market. When it comes to Netflix departments, there are no fixed budgets. Instead, managers are to align the company's vision and goals to the market each year, causing the cost to change yearly. Due to Netflix's positive impact on its employees, its team not only broke the mold for TV production and distribution, it also turned the corporate workplace on its head with a more common sense approach to culture.